Welcome to another episode of 1878 United Fan Zone. What a win this weekend. What a win. Whoever that is, I'm going to stick my finger in your butthole. Yeah, what a win. What an absolute win. Something that I've been wanting to say for the last 2 weeks, passion, grit, determination, just everything of the above. Mikey, what are you thinking? Just everything from above. I just haven't seen this from Man United in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good win. It's a win. It's not a draw. It's not a, we couldn't draw, but it's not a draw. It's not a loss, but it's not the most comprehensive win. But we went down to 10 and we had 10 for what, like an hour?
Yeah.
That just shows grit and determination to stand up and weather that storm, that barrage of attack for that long and look as resolute as they did doing so. So, yeah, I mean, this is what we've been asking from these guys for a long time, bro. We're not asking for 4-0 victories or walking over guys or whatever the case may be. We're asking for fight, play for the badge, play for the man next to you, play like you mean it. So they did that today. And you know what? They took what they got from Liverpool and brought it into today. So now the next test for me to see is continue to do that, of course, but now let's add a little bit of quality with it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be exponential. It's going to be incremental. It's going to be small. And I want to see, but I saw a lot of it. I think Xerxes taking on 3 men at the same time, Paul. Taking on three guys at the same time and wiggling his way out. Pause again. That just shows the quality and confidence he had in his play after coming back. So all in all, good performance given the situation.
Yeah. So Ronaldo, what are you thinking? What's your thoughts on the weekend?
Classic FA Cup tie. That's all we wanted. We got fight. That's all we wanted. We battled for an hour, held them right there, and beat them with quality and penalties. That's all we wanted. That's all we want going forward. This is, I don't want to say we've gone through the storm that Coach Ruben mentioned, but we've come out with some scars. That Newcastle game, the Wolves game, was it Forest? Yep. That was another bad game, and we battled against the top 3 teams in the league in England. We battled well. We beat City in their home dojo. We probably should have beaten Liverpool in Anfield.
Yeah.
We went and scrapped and beat Arsenal. So, we could consider that we still need to improve our squad. We're still 13th, but we've done those things against those 3 very good teams. And I can't fault my guys for getting hyped up, getting motivated, getting suckered back in, thinking that, we're on the rise again. But we have to feel good about what happened this weekend. We have to. And we have to give all those guys a hand on Sunday. They fought, and they won. And a lot to be proud about after Sunday.
Yeah, there was a lot for me, a lot of redemption. 𝙈𝙀🐢 stepping up. Yeah. That could have gone either way, If he misses that, he's not the hero. He is, you might as well send out the death squad for him at Old Trafford because he just ain't coming back from that one. But fair play to him. He stood up. He took it. He knew the risks. He put it in the back of the net, and he became a hero. 𝙈𝙀, Harry Maguire. This guy's looking better and better and better. And one of the things I kind of learned today from Harry Maguire, I think, because I've watched it over and the Liverpool over game again, is I think Amorim's putting him in a position where it negates his weaknesses because he's in that back 3. There's plenty of people to cover him. You know what I mean? The lit's fast enough. He's got the people on the side, but it's also showing his pure strengths, which is heading and, being in that box and getting the ball out. Whereas before he was too slow to get back. So now he has that ability for other people to get back for him. You know what I mean? So it's kind of negating his weaknesses by heightening his strengths, which is the aerial duels. Because he didn't lose one aerial duel this weekend. Not one.
When you have a shit snake like Havertz as a center forward, that makes it easier. But all credit to Harry. This is his system. I said it before that, Maybe I knew we were going to move to this system. Like back three is his thing. He might, his stock may rise. I thought Casemiro's stock may rise a little bit playing with Ugarte a little more, but once Manu came back from that injury and locked it down, I think they're just keeping him on ice so we could sell him so he doesn't get hurt or anything like that. Otherwise, I feel like Casemiro couldn't play. But yeah, Harry Maguire redemption tour.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think not so much. I think us signing him was like a business move as much as it was that he's a fit in this squad. And of course, we're going to probably try to get younger with replacing Evans and Lindelof. They have to go. So,
yeah,
it's still
the problem is trying to sell him.
And Maguire's a good man on the squad to have. And if we want, we could sell him next January.
Yeah. Mikey, I didn't really kind of put two and two together. And now we wonder why he plays so well in the England team. They play with a back three. What's your thoughts?
Real quick, somebody turn their
sound off. It's not me.
Yeah,
you got to turn the sound off for the.
Yeah, so it's coming back. But I'll say I think Harry Maguire is. I think he was always could do this, right? And I think the captaincy was just a little bit too big for him at the time. Yeah. Whatever happened in Greece, and he came back not the same guy, and it took a benching and a public flogging for him to get back right. And fair play to him. But here's the thing: he also has a cast of guys in front of him and behind him. You have Ugarte in front of you, and then you have two capable guys in Martinez and De Ligt next to you. So you could do things. They know what you can and can't do. These are experienced players in the game, all of them. Martinez, been around. He's been in this team for a while now. He knows what it is, and of course De Ligt, who I think was the best defender we had. Like just his toe clearance that he had, that ball could have went anywhere. But we'll give him some time, his flowers, because I got to get at the English pundits for disrespecting him when it's time. We had De Ligt. But Harry Maguire has the experience around him. It's not two guys not used to the league or not used to playing in big games or anything like that. He has big game players next to him, and they acted as such. They spoke. They defended in a cluster. They defended down the line. It was down the line every time the ball went down. It was man, right in front of the goal. Pick up the man closest to you. And Martinez didn't have to worry about being 5'1". He didn't have to worry about it. He had help. He had people talking. So I think Harry G is, shouts to Casey, Harry G is a beast. That's a fact. I think he's way better when he has the experienced man around him because he's an experienced player. And I got to give it up to him. I gave him a lot of stick. I will not turn away from that. I gave him a hard time. I didn't want him to be in the team anymore. I think everybody kind of felt that way. He was a meme, and he's come back from that. Big congratulations to him, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, it's just the fight and the passion, and even Garnacho. We were in the chat earlier. Even that to go over, Havertz has got Ugarte by the neck. They go at it a little bit, and then Garnacho just goes over and just throws Havertz on the floor. It's just it's just a whole. I haven't seen this from United even at Ten Hag. I never saw this fight. This passion to want to do it. And I watched the interview with Bruno today, and they said that they all believe in every single word that he is now saying. It took them time to get there, to get rid of that negativity that was in their heads from previous coaches and, Ten Hag and the fallout at the end. And now they're starting to believe in the manager again and every single word that he says, and they believe that he can get them to the top. There we, as the headline, there we believe in United again. Or are we still on that, as Mikey says, are we still on the fence and going to give it time?
Give it a time.
Gotta give it time. I like the head. I want to start believing. I do after the last two games, just from the pure passion from the players. What are you saying, Mikey?
Yeah, I'm giving it time. These guys are still. Listen, there's only so far passion and fight get you, right? Because there's going to be teams like Newcastle that exist that are well drilled. Yeah. They're not hurt. Arsenal is fair play to us. We won that game. Okay, we won it with 10 men. We had to take it to penalties, but there's gonna be teams out there that are gonna be well prepared for what we're gonna do, and they're not gonna slack up. They're not gonna be in a run of bad form like City was. They're not gonna, do what Arsenal did or whatever. There was not going to be a lid on top of the goal. We're going to have to face real adversity and come back from it, even though 10 men is real adversity. However, I think it's nice to be turn their voice things down.
It's not me because I can tell when mine's because I've got like a little bar that goes in front of me.
Yeah, I got a whole machine that regulates that.
We'll work on your Ronaldo with yours. We'll work on it.
So what I'll say is I think it's okay to feel pride in the team.
Yeah.
Always feel pride in your team. It's okay to want your team to win. It's okay to feel good that they might win the next match. Just don't. I think like somebody texted me in my group chat was like, "Oh, United are back," and I'm like, "All right." But 10 years of this, United are back. United should have been back 10 years ago. Every time we win a game, we should have been back after we beat City 2-1 when we were down 3-2 while we were down 2 goals or whatever the hell it was. And Smalling and Pogba scored 2 goals. That's when we should have been back. We haven't been back. So let's just, have the cautious optimism. Don't go too crazy, but enjoy it. We beat our rival. I hate Arsenal, bro. I absolutely cannot stand Arsenal. But you know what? I respect Arsenal legends. I don't like the fans. It's the fans I don't like. I think that's the only fan base where I'm like, you know what? Their players don't even piss me off. It's the fans that are just they're glorified Blackburn.
You're not wrong. Like I said it the other day. You think you're Real Madrid, but you're not. You haven't won the league in 21 years. You've only won 2 FA Cups, 3 FA Cups in that time as well. You've never won a European title. How can you even sit there and compare yourself to Manchester? You're just not. I will say today though, I have been watching a lot of Arsenal fan channels just for the pure entertainment today, dude. It is
so good.
Brilliant. And I want to just say this. How dare you sit there and say your owners are not good enough because they're not giving you any money? Because I would swap them with the Glaziers in an instant. It's insane that you're sitting there. Oh, he doesn't give Arteta what he wants. He spent $109 million. 109 million pounds. What was it? Higher than that? 112?
You spent that on one guy.
Yeah, on one guy. When you could have got someone like 40 million for a CDM and then gone and bought yourself a striker for the rest of the money. You did it to yourself. So I've said this for a long time. I respect Arteta what he's done, but he's not going to get them a title. He's not going to win them a Champions League. He's just not.
I thought he was. I think it's a little early for. I don't like them giving up on him
6 years.
Like
he's
that.
been there. He's been there 6 years.
I don't think they should give up on him like that, though. He's brought them to the highest they've been with all the constraints they've had, right? And like, the thing is, I have to ask the question to Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans, if you end up watching this, put it in the chat. Who's out there for you to get? Who wants to come to Arsenal? And I'm not saying that as like a derogatory thing. That sounds really bad. Who wants to come to Arsenal, right? Because who wants to come to Man United right now? We're 13th. We're shit. I know we're shit. I can admit it. But who wants to come to Arsenal right now and do that project? Because you're going to have a heap of players that are on big money that you can't do anything with. Arteta's not a bad coach, bro. He's not. You don't have a striker. It's not going to work. You don't have a striker. Your defender, you have the best defenders in the league. Start there. Put a striker up there. Get rid of Martinelli because he's trash. He's absolute wank. Get rid of him. You got Yuri and Timber back there doing this thing. You got a team. You just need a striker and you'll be there.
2 strikers.
You mean those two defenders that got put on their ass by Zersky?
Oh,
that was beautiful, Sunday, right? Dude. It was so beautiful. Like I just had
Sunday.
I had to post that video, dude. It was.
I think they're wilding out a little bit, but that's what they ought to do. And I'll always say, I mean, I hate, I'm fair. I'll give Arsenal people their props. Arsenal's is London's club. I don't care how many Champions Leagues Chelsea won with their oil money and stuff. Arsenal is London's club. I don't think they have a problem drawing people. That's the missing piece. They need a center forward. That's what killed them today. Absolutely killed them. And I mean, they're running with beasts with City and Liverpool anyway these last few years. So anybody could not win those. So the fans just need to just have a little time. You're playing good football, competent football.
Let me ask you this though: Is it
I
not
think
on
they're the biggest
Arteta?
skill.
Is it not on Arteta that they don't have a striker though? That's my point. Is it not on them? Because he should have, because he came out yesterday and he said, "Oh, we've scored the most amount of goals in the Premier League last year.
Yeah.
We should be able to." No, I agree with that, but you can't always rely on a winger to score your goals. And he should have also known your best player, Saka, is injury. He does have injuries throughout the year. Now he might be out for another 2 months. You just lost 𝗕𝗓𝙁𝙍𝙀, who is out for the season, from what I'm hearing, after that horrible knee injury yesterday. And good luck to him. And I never want to see a player get hurt like that. The horrible injury. And Martinelli's rubbish. Odegaard hasn't been this. What?
It was also a foul.
Yeah,
on Bruno.
it was. Odegaard hasn't been the same since he came back from injury. So good luck to Arsenal. This is trying to move on. Who has impressed you so far since Amorim has taken over? Who's been the guy that's impressed you the most? I'll start with you, Ronaldo.
And I put the obvious ones aside. Ahmad and Ugarte been really good. Put those aside. Harry Maguire, put him aside. He's been excellent. I think Mano coming off the injury was kind of slow.
Yeah.
And I feel like the last few games he's picked back up and kind of looked like his usual self. I mean, I know the league has kind of hipped him a little bit, so he's not like streaking as he was last year, but he's still pretty solid. Bruno's ball, man. Bruno is a baller. I think he could play anywhere the 2 10s. He could play the 8, and he doesn't like to not play. So you see a lot of Bruno. We're gonna see him in the 8 sometimes. We're gonna see him in the 10.
He has been dropping back a lot.
The thing about Bruno is that people have to be okay with him trying things, right? Bruno is a person that will continue to try things out the game, and it's not going to look good. He kind of reminds me, and this is a weird comparison, but he reminds me like of a Carmelo Anthony, right? Carmelo Anthony used to shoot the ball a lot, and we'd be like, man, that we wouldn't care because
Kobe is high volume too.
He would drop it, and he would go, 13 for 35. But he'll get you 30 points, and you'll be like, damn, man, he's the best pure scorer ever. That's Bruno. Bruno's high output. But with high output comes calamity, comes mistakes. And you have to be okay with that. You have to be, and that's all his game is. I'm going to try something. I texted somebody, I think it was in my other group. I was like, damn, Bruno's just trying stuff. And I didn't mean that as a bad thing. I'm just like, that's the type of player he is. He's been that for us. And, we're going to live and die on Bruno Fernandes. That's just what it is. And, we just have to accept that. Now we have to put the guys around him from when he does make these tries for it to come off, for the chemistry to click, for the quality to be there when somebody else gets the ball, get themselves open, get themselves in good prime positions, maybe beat somebody with pace, beat somebody with just positioning. So either don't bring Kobe into this. Listen, just because you're from LA, you don't get to hog Kobe. He's from the East Coast. But no, I think Bruno has stepped it up for me. Of course it's Ugarte, 100%. Ahmad, 100%. Not gonna go all the names we name, but I gotta give it to Bruno because Bruno was getting it all from us. He was getting slagged off from all of us, and what we cried about him crying. He slammed his shoe on the ground. That's how he plays. But guess what? When given a chance to get a goal, he's going to get it for us. He's going to score his penalty on the first one. He's going to do what he needs to do. I'm not talking about Bruno Fernandes ever again. I don't care if he gets another red.
Yeah. He nearly got another. He nearly got one this week where his foot went high and nearly hit the player in the head, and he was already on a yellow. We nearly went down to 9 men. For me, it's Ugarte. The reason I say that is because this team has just changed with him in it. The others were here before, you know what I mean? with him, it's just I don't fear that big open gap in the midfield like we were getting last year or the beginning of this year. You know, when you were watching the game, look at the game, our players going back in the field and their players. We don't see that anymore. And if we do, all of a sudden you'll see some flashlight guy going across the screen to 2-footed tackle someone, and it's 𝙈𝙊𝙍. He is. We lost your mic there, bud.
Sorry. Along with that too, you guys notice like our center backs just absolutely stepping up, like in the beginning of the final two, and just clattering some strikers before they get the ball. Right?
Yeah,
like,
love it.
Every game I've been seeing that.
Yeah, that's definitely been drilled into them.
It's Maguire, 𝙈𝙊𝙍. It's been relentless. Those guys will just step up. The guy thinks it's all chill in the half space. Think he could trap the ball and he gets clattered. Boom.
Is Martinez hurt?
I
No,
don't think so.
no, he's fine.
Not that sexy penalty. He's good.
Yeah, like
that was a good penalty yesterday.
You know what? Let's talk about that for a second. Bruno, I mean, I almost said Bruno Amorim. They look alike though, bro. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, that's his uncle.
Portuguese.
Yeah, it's like his older brother.
Yeah,
his uncle.
something like that.
But Amorim, the stones on that guy to pick that arrangement of penalty takers. Nobody's talking about that.
That wasn't on Amorim, by the way. That was on his coach.
Picked it?
Oh,
It was his coaching staff. Yeah, he said it in his interview last night that he doesn't take care of the penalties. That's on his coaching staff.
The balls on those guys to say, you know what? I know who takes it the best. An 18-year-old new signing. The two defenders.
3 defenders, wasn't it?
Lee just sent him the wrong. I mean, he did go the wrong way every time.
Oh, he was terrible. You know what?
Ryan was terrible.
Yeah. I respect. I wanted David Raya for this team before Onana for a whole year, right? And he's the Golden Glove. But his penalty defending is terrible.
He'd already left before the ball was kicked.
Now, 𝗈𝗫𝙍 was doing some stuff I didn't like either. He was kind of like stepping left and showing them left. Once you open your legs up like this wide, you're only going to go towards the place where you're planting your foot. So you're never going to go the other way. So once you commit one way, you're going. So he was kind of showing that a little bit, but he stopped one when he didn't do that. He stopped one, and I thought that was amazing. So the stones on that guy, the stones on those guys there, I got to really start to get to know this coaching staff.
Yeah.
And shouts to Casey. Ahmad's penalty was the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Euro.
That Euro one was sick.
Euro.
No,
two keepers not saving that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it was just the, I knew when we stepped up that we were going to win that penalty shootout. I just had a feeling. Like just the fact that we had stopped them for 60 minutes with 10 men. And I think going into that, they had that mindset that, we can't beat it with 10 men,
What do we have to do?
Yeah, what do we have to do to beat them? We can't score a penalty. And they all knew that the penalty had already been saved. So I think the mindset was already in there. I think the only thing that might have given them, and I'm going to say it concerned me when I saw that penalty lineup. Like when you see Martinez, Lenny Euro, you're like, hang on a minute. Because I'm old school. So defenders don't take penalties. And when they do, Mr. 𝙈𝙊𝙍𝙀, you kind of miss one and you stop us going to a Euros final, in which we would have won it. So,
Harry Maguire scored there, by the way.
Yeah, well, Harry Maguire is good. He scored some bangers for England in the penalty shootout.
They lost a final with 3 forwards missing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
England. So it's like there's nothing he could do there. But
No.
Just for them to know, like, yo, Euro can take it. They're watching them in practice do it.
Yeah.
They're making them do it. So it's clearly an idea of like, all right, if we do go into this is who I like, and this is who I know can do it.
Mm-hmm.
But let's sub them on. Let's get at least 2 of them on. So that way, if it goes to that in this type of game, like that's knowing, that's intricate knowledge of your players. Ten Hag is not doing that. Ten Hag is just like, all right, who can do it?
Yeah.
Who feels like they can do it? And it's like, nah, man, you got to know. And just for them to believe in a Lenny Euro like that, to believe in a 𝙈𝙍𝙀 like that, it's justice that it was this team, bro, that beat these guys.
Justice, dude.
Justice.
Because that brings me on to my next subject, and Mikey's favorite subject, I can't remember his name, but go fuck yourself, Mr. Referee. Go fuck yourself. What the fuck was that officiating? Because it is the worst officiating I have ever seen in my entire life. Below, you were reckless, but it's not a red card for me. It's not another yellow. Not only that, the first one to me wasn't even a yellow in the first place, because if you look, his back is to the defender. He turns to get the ball. He doesn't even know the defender's behind him. So that, to me, the second one's not yellow. Like, so because he missed a player, it's now classed as a foul. So if I miss a goal, does that now class it as a goal? Really? Is that what we're doing? Are we saying if I go in for a challenge and I don't touch the player, it's a foul?
Yeah. It just looks bad.
It does look bad. It does look bad.
Like if you look at that in full speed, because there's no VAR. That's the thing. And I'd say VAR would have pulled back a couple of these things. I think it pulls back the penalty, and I think it pulls back that red card on Dallo. I think that was a little harsh. But everybody, when I said that to people, they're like, you just can't go in like that. And I feel them. You can't do that. It doesn't. You're not doing yourself any favors with this refereeing, especially with the state of it.
To me, though, what I was getting at, Mikey, yes, you're right. In yesterday's game, the VAR would, but it hasn't, though. We've seen it in the Premier League when there's VAR. These players go in for a challenge. It's like the NFL. It's like the hip tackle. Where the hell are we supposed to fucking tackle these players now? Like, you're taking it away. Like, you slide in for a challenge. You go for the ball. That's the whole point.
If you don't get the ball, though.
But if you don't get the ball, if you don't get the player, it's not a foul either.
Yeah, but if you gotta think of it in terms of being a referee and seeing that in real time. You're not thinking they don't make contact.
Yeah, but then VAR needs to overturn that. I get yesterday, right. Mikey, but they don't in the Premier League.
Yeah,
they don't overturn it with VAR.
VAR would overturn that one. I think, and the penalty. I think they would go back and look at it.
Yeah, because you see Arsenal this season, they didn't overturn those ones.
Yeah, but like, that's the thing about VAR, right? VAR is going to get it wrong, is going to get it right. But at least we look at it, right? At least we look at it. We don't just leave it to the ref, right? And then we could be really mad when we look at it again and it doesn't happen. But when you look at it in slow motion, like we have the privilege of doing at home, you see there's no real contact being made, but it just looks nasty. It just looks nasty. So I get it. I definitely get it. I had to sit with that one too. But, I think VAR would have did a good job of at least pulling one of those back.
Yeah.
All right. Especially that one. I think that one, or the first one that you said initially, that wasn't a card at all. But this ref, his name is 𝗕ndrew Madley. 𝗕ndrew Madley, I don't know. You know what? I don't understand this not having VAR in these first few rounds.
In the FA Cup.
Do you know why they do it? Because the lower league teams don't have VAR. That's why they do it.
Give them VAR. At least for this competition, they need to get VAR just for this competition. They don't have to do it in the championship or in League One, League Two. Yeah. And that's all it's all about.
Yeah. My whole thing about that challenge is, and we've heard referees say this in the past before, like they don't want to spoil the occasion. Arsenal versus Man United in the FA Cup 4th rounder. You're supposed to expect tackles like that. It was a 50-50. And worse yet, he pulled out, like, when he realized he wasn't going to get the ball, he kind of pulled out. And that's the reason why he didn't hit him.
Yeah.
And he jumped out the way. Like, you could consider certain tackles, the minute you make them, like, you're obstructing, like, the progress of the player, and it's a foul. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
That's not a yellow, though. That is not a yellow.
I was livid yesterday. That is
a second yellow. Terrible. Yeah.
It's just the worst refereeing I've ever seen in my life. Like that was just horrendous.
Michael Oliver.
What?
He ain't taught Michael Oliver. He hasn't. Michael Oliver will miss a 1v1, take a man down in a scoring position, and not even give a card in the box.
Dude, I watched Michael Oliver, a City player, literally chest kick a Liverpool player in the box and not give a penalty for it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
He's the worst. Well, Madley is up there with him now. Madley, who's the ball head prick they used to have before that does VAR now?
Andrew Taylor.
Yeah.
He's another one.
He's the next
I don't know. I think I only know like one good ref.
No.
And I don't remember his name.
Yeah. So
Oh God.
yeah,
Bring back
it was
Coots.
just mind-boggling to me, like how you get. He was literally on the edge of the box. He was so close to that, and he still gave it as a penalty. And I love Harry Maguire's response to
freaking Havertz.
yeah, where Havertz, where he goes, "You're a yeah, you're a cheating scumbag." So yeah, I like that, and the passion.
Justice.
2 games in a row, Harry Maguire's done that now. Like he's pretty much thrown his shoe at somebody.
I
Just
feel like
screamed
Harry
at somebody.
Maguire is tired of everybody's shit.
And you know, that was a pivotal part of the game. I'm sorry, Ronaldo. I didn't mean to cut you off. You were still going?
No, I just said I'm just laughing at Harry. He's tired of everybody's shit, and he has a short fuse of any bullshit. And that Kai Havertz dive was up there with the bullshit. And he wanted to stand on business on it, so that's why he wanted to fight him.
That was a pivotal part of the game right there. Because I was like, and I lost a little faith. I'm like, oh my God, we're losing it. But it was really the ref just losing the handle of the game. It was just him losing all sorts of control of the game because he's like, it's either he's being conservative or he's being real liberal with the tackles. And it's just like all going Arsenal's way. And from Mikel Arteta, for the second week in a row, making an excuse. Now that pisses me off about him. First, it's the ball. The ball's not right. Okay, all right, bro. Okay, whatever. Now it's the ref's favored, bro.
That is lunacy.
Fine him 50,000 just for that. Fine him 50,000 big ones just for that. Because what game was he watching? What game? We had a man sent off that didn't touch a guy, even though it looked bad. He didn't even touch him. You were there to see that. Yeah, that guy, man. I don't know.
That Bruno yellow card. That even before the lose, the Bruno yellow card, absolute nonsense. Clear as day foul, top of the box.
Mark Cheeseman says, "Harry, fuck up Greek police." Havertz don't want no smoke. Arteta knows he ain't winning shit, and that's the sad thing too. They're really not gonna win anything again.
No, they're not.
It's gonna take a real collapse for them to win something.
To be honest, I don't even. If they don't sign a striker in the next 2 weeks, I don't see them finishing top 4. I don't. I know they're second right. I know they're second right now, but they can't score.
Write that one.
Who's your top 4 at the end of the season?
For me, I feel
right
like there's just no one to stop Liverpool. Like they could lose 4 games in a row and they could still win the league. Liverpool, Forest right now, Newcastle, and either Chelsea or maybe Villa.
City?
One of those 2.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
If Arsenal sign a striker, yes, I'll finish the top 4. But the fact that Jesus is out, the fact that not that he scored to get many goals anyway. The fact that, Martinelli's dog shit, Odegaard's not really scoring. And then you've got Sterling. Like, who's going to score for them? They might be able to stop the goals, but who's scoring for them? You can't rely on corners for an entire season for balls to go in. So, yeah, it's an aspect of their game, but they just don't have a striker. They have no one that can score goals. Like, how can someone explain to me how you missed from 2 fucking yards out? Dude, all he had, like, anything. If he mishit that, it goes in. If he mishits it, it goes in.
It is the worst feeling ever.
Like,
I've never seen that many bad misses. Like, it's been a long time since I've seen David De Gea save a lot of shots. But to see those bad like I'm talking about, De Ligt takes it off somebody's foot and it goes completely the other way, right in front of goal, or like Havertz has a shot and it goes a V up this way over the net. Like I've never seen some. I don't know. I think it was just I'm not a guy that I'm like a mysticism type of guy or anything like that, but it was just in our favor, bro. The minute that we got a chance to shoot in front of our end, where our away fans were, that was it.
It went in. Our first shot went in. No, it wasn't, because the first half they didn't have a shot on target. We had 2, but they weren't really shots on target. It was like a Mainu one and someone from the Garnacho from the corner area. But yeah, our first real good one went in. I want to kind of touch on, we're talking about Arsenal not signing anyone. We got to get a striker. We got 2 weeks. Do we see any? Do we believe? I'm wondering if we're waiting for Rashford to go out so we can get someone on a loan.
We gotta sell it has to be money going out to come in.
Well, we're going to find this out tomorrow real quick, Mikey, because tomorrow they're going to announce who is getting fined or probably possible point deduction because the FFRP comes out tomorrow. So we're going to find out tomorrow who can sign and who can't sign. But we'll find out whether we can or not.
Us.
Hopefully not us.
Yeah, hopefully not us.
You guys cool letting Zirkzee go back to Thiago Motta?
No, not after yesterday, dude. No, like, yeah, I
not after the fact that he decided to, when all the chips were down and people were on his back, he decided to like, I'll stay.
Yeah,
I'll make my way here. The coach wants me here. Like, I will make it happen. As far as like that story goes, right? Because we never know if that's what was said or not. But like, yeah, I would like for him to. He hasn't been here long enough.
No, not only that, he's playing better than Rasmus Højlund.
Yeah, he hasn't. And
his hold-up play is fantastic, dude.
There's a few times Rasmus could have made some passes that I didn't understand what he was doing out there. Yeah. But young kid, still giving him a chance. But I don't think he leads the line for this Man United team.
Rasmus Højlund?
Yeah,
not right now. No,
we need an experienced striker right now to come in. I would love for it to be a buy, but on loan is fine. I'll take something on loan. I'll take what I can get. If they're gonna do Colomani, pull the trigger on that now.
Yeah,
because I think he'll be a decent player. I don't think he's a world beater. I don't think he's world class or nothing like that. No. But I think he'll be a decent player
on loan till the end of the summer.
On loan, and then it's we're just paying a portion, and then we get to see what we can get.
Yeah, I honestly don't mind if 𝙈𝙊𝙍 comes, but I want us to make sure that we determine who fits best in the setup before we commit to 𝙈𝙊𝙍.
But we need a striker.
If we think Osimhen's better and he fits in, wait for that or try to do that now. If we think Gyökeres is the answer, we could get him in the summer. Well, I guess wait for that too.
Yeah.
Casey, yes.
He does. And that's why I'm liking Zirkzee better, because Zirkzee's holding that ball up. When that ball comes to him, Rasmus fell over so much yesterday, he called in a stone cold stunned Gabriel and gave him a fat lip. You see that? Gabriel's lip was all busted open.
Standing up there, finally. Because like you said, you'll focus on the ball too much, and the big defenders, they're on the top of them. The minute you're not taking into account the physical contact, you're gonna get beat somehow or the other. So I think that's something he's gonna have to learn.
Now I do hear
his touch lets him down.
Yeah,
Rasmus
touch,
yeah.
That's the problem with Rasmus.
Like 50-50 with him, man.
He's not staying on his feet, and his touch lets him down so much. And I feel like that's a part of his game he's still young enough to get, because the touch is a special thing for a lot of people, especially a striker, right? And when you're battling for the ball, the touch has to be. It has to be A1.
Yeah.
It under duress, your touch has to be A1. And like Zirkzee can do that with the strength and speed that he has. I mean, the strength and size that he has. I would say speed. But he has his shortcomings too. I'm not gonna play him into some, because he did well yesterday.
Yeah.
Both of these guys I think can do something, but I think we're running out of time with seeing it a little bit now, right? Because we're in a tough time where we need to sell, to buy, to improve the team, all right, to get results, to see what we're going to be in the next couple of years. And unfortunately, these guys don't have 5 years to figure it out, like Arteta does.
I see kind of good news on Sky Sports News. I do watch. Okay, a couple of teams came in for Anthony today for loan. I believe it was West Ham and some Italian team came in for loan for him today.
Really?
Are they high?
Yeah.
Are they what? Who in all righteousness can see this guy play and be like, yeah, I think he can offer something to our team?
Take a fly on him, yeah. Take a fly.
Like what? West Ham, you just lost your coach.
Yeah.
What? And this is how you get relegated. Is moves like this is what gets you relegated. You're not gonna get a tune out of him. He's not Jesse Lingard. You're not gonna get. He's nowhere close to Jesse Lingard, and that's saying a lot. Stop this. And no, he's not gonna take it. That's the crazy part, is they can come in as much as he want. Then he's not gonna take that. He still thinks he has a chance at United, as he should. He should think that.
I know United. Fabrizio reported today that Man United are keen on 𝗈𝙊𝙍𝙀, Salzburg attacking midfielder. then I'm gonna butcher the name now. Dorgeles, something, whatever it is. Yeah. So I know Man United are looking keep an eye on him. He's pretty pacey, going up and down that. So, which is a good sign. I know that we officially signed 𝗕𝙊𝙍𝙀 today. He passed his medical. Welcome to
Diego.
Manchester. And then he'll be here in the summer because he's only still, even though he wears changed the birth certificate because that guy is so fucking big. But yeah, we have to get a striker. If we have any aspirations of even going for the top 6, we're on -5 goal difference right now. -5. We need a striker who is going to come in at least until, for me, June, and just start banging in some goals to get that minus, because for the last 3 years, we've ended up with a negative goal difference. I think every season under Ten Hag, we finish with a minus goal difference.
No prolific strikers, and then, throwing up those crooked numbers every month or so. We play a Liverpool.
Yeah. Because I believe in this defense now. I believe in the defense. I believe in the midfield. We could just get someone that could score a goal or two, you know what I mean? And then get Dan. No, please. I don't want Danny Welbeck back at this team.
Let's stop with the Danny
Come on, man. The
Welbeck.
guy's like 38 years old, dude.
Let it go.
He was playing when I was a kid.
Let it go, man.
Oh,
Let go. We gotta let go of these. Oh my God, Danny Welbeck, Casey. That's your best. That's your best transfer. You need to talk to Beto. Because that's insane. Yeah, Vlahovic is good for me. Oshman's good for me. Yeah, unless we're gonna pour some money in the.
We can't get Osman on loan though.
Yeah, so it's gonna be
have to
tough.
be fine.
We're not getting anybody that's top 15 in the world striking.
Osman's top 50 in the world for striker.
Yeah, but we're not getting him. That's
Not on
what I'm
loan.
saying.
Yeah, not on loan. Yeah.
We're not getting any of those guys on loan. You're not getting anybody that's
Well, the
already
report-
top.
Well, I was going to say real quick. The reports are today 2 things. AC Milan look like they may be pulling out the Rashford deal because they're looking for Kyle Walker. They can only sign 1 English player on loan, or sign or loan 1 English player. 2, there was reports today that Napoli are coming in for Garnacho. You want Garnacho, you might want to give us Osman. The only way we can get Osman is by it's in his loan deal that if he is to be sold, he can come back from a loan from Galatasaray. So if Napoli want Garnacho, I'm willing to give up Garnacho right now for Osman.
I don't think that's equal. I don't think that's
well, you
equal.
obviously give him some money, obviously give him a little breadcrumb here or there, but
But I figure it's a stalemate kind of situation with Napoli as well, because Osimhen has a problem with the ownership. Has a problem with the owner, and he doesn't want to be there anymore. So
he doesn't want to be there.
Rashford-
He also has other teams in for him too. It's not just us that's offering more than that could spend.
But then you've also got Rashford. If he's not going to AC Milan, maybe it's a good for him to go to Napoli in a straight swap for Osman. That's for me a good straight swap.
Dortmund might have made room for him too today. They sold Malen to Aston Villa.
Yep.
So
Dortmund did, yeah.
Dortmund might be in for a shout if they could afford it. I doubt they can. But
That's a good pickup.
might be a loan.
Yeah, it's a good pickup for Villa.
Y'all talking about players that we can't get. Casey.
We can
We're
get
talking
these
about
players.
that can improve the team, not a 33-year-old man that is like, come on, bro. You seen him score 2 goals, and now what? He should play for Man United.
It's not just those goal scoring. He is extremely injury prone. Extremely injury prone.
Yo, leave the past in the past. We trying to build for something new. And
It's
yeah,
like the
once
people
again,
that say get McTominay back. I'm like,
Yes.
I just don't see us getting a top quality striker on loan.
well,
In January.
even if we don't, they're still even half decent ones are going to still put more goals in than we're getting now, though.
He said, just get us to the summer. We got to get something, but it's not going to be a top 15, top 20
Who was the guy who got banned in England, played for Brentford, went to the Saudi league?
Tony.
Ivan Toney.
Why not Ivan Toney? He's not exactly lighting it up over in the Saudi. I think he's only scored 4 goals over there right now.
He's not gonna leave that money they're giving him.
Yeah.
He's
Low
trying to
until
make
the
it
end of the
back.
summer.
He's just been there a few months too.
He's
Yeah.
trying to
I don't
make
think-
it back. He's trying to make back all that money he lost when he was out for gambling. He's trying to make that back, and they're giving him a lot of money.
Yeah,
So-
like I said, though, like it doesn't have to be a star boy. It's just somebody that could score goals, because right now we're not scoring any. We can't rely on Bruno to be scoring all the goals.
No,
So,
absolutely not.
and you know, like we're getting people sent off. People are getting sent off a lot for Man United. We're conceding penalties. It's just we have to be able to score goals, and right now we're not. So for me, half decent striker. Like we look at like Juventus. Dorgeles Luis wants to come back. Wants to come back to the Premier League. Why not get him on loan till the end of the summer? Till the summertime. He's a great he scored a lot of goals for Villa last year. I know he's not an out-and-out striker, but you can put him up top. Still going to score more than what we've got.
New York.
I don't know. I'm not too sold on him, but I would say
If his girlfriend
would-
comes, I'll be sold.
I would say that I would go for I would try to go for the Moani deal if I could do it. If it could get done, you do that and just see what it is.
He's only scored 2 goals this season, though.
Yeah, but you got to do something, and like you want a striker, right? And you want somebody that could put in the net, and it's either him or nothing. That's what it's looking like to me.
Yeah,
because I don't see anybody. I think Rashford's going for money. So
Going on
whatever we
loan,
can
yeah.
get, whatever we can get back from that is fine. I'm with that. But if he doesn't like, it has to be an obligation to buy. He has to buy. He has to be gone. And
With Rashford?
yeah, and I don't see
Well, I
see
think
him
what they're
lighting it
doing
up
is-
anywhere.
Yeah, I think what they're going to do is they want to send him out on loan and then hope and pray that he performs to boost his value in the summer. He'll never play for... If he goes, he'll never play for United again, I don't think. Unless he actually bombs on his loan deal. But
What's
I
the
don't-
last player that's left United? I mean, as like the Rashford type that's left United after a prominent career, gone on loan and come back and tear it up.
Yeah, shoot. Yeah,
Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen.
Ahmed?
You leave Man United. If you're a talisman or you're a good player, you don't go on loan at Man United because you won't come back.
Yeah, no, you're right. So yeah, it's just for me. It's just that's the only thing for me is I'm worried about, and I love this, but the passion and fight. But and even like Ugarte said today, like when you don't have when you have the ball, he was kind of alluding to we're not really scoring many goals, you know. So and that's the problem. As much as I really like the defense and how, like, if you look at De Ligt this weekend, Jesus, did you see how quick he got back in like the 90th minute? He flew back from their box back to ours, and it became a back 5 instantly. I love it. So
And that ref was just hanging on to any little. All right, let's give him another go. Let's give him another passage of play. Let's give him one more passage of play. I'm like, bro, blow the
what you mean the
whistle,
extra
man.
2 minutes they got on it? Like
Come on, man.
extra
There's
time.
no reason. There's no reason. Yeah, Casey said it. When you have the ball, it's a game, and when you don't have the
No.
ball, it's a fight.
But yeah, he's a little.
I knew that was gonna get the top Reds excited. Oh boy, they
Yeah.
love that. I love that.
Yeah, it was awesome, dude. He's reminding me of he's something we've missed since Roy Keane, to be honest with you. He is something we've missed. I'm not saying he's the new Roy Keane, even though I kind of alluded to it earlier, but he is something we've definitely missed. Roy Keane, that fight and passion in midfield of like, I don't give a crap who you are, I'm gonna go 2 foot straight through you. You know, he's only 3 more yellow cards away from being suspended again, funnily enough. Already been suspended. So
De Ligt was in the net. De Ligt was screaming in the net, grabbing the net after that clearance.
mhm.
Oh my god! I loved all of them outside of Dallo.
Yeah.
Outside of Dallo, I think the whole team was good. And
Well,
Rasmus.
you can't give
Rasmus
Dallo
is
too much
okay.
crap. He's been played out of position. And he's been played on the
but
left.
You got sent off. You got sent off in a rush of blood tackle that you didn't really need to do.
So
You
did
lost the
Bruno
ball.
twice this year, though.
Yeah, but we're talking about right now. We're talking about today. Bruno had a great game today.
Yeah.
Who didn't have a good game? The guy who got us sent off.
No, I get you though. Yeah. I feel bad for him because he's been played out of position, and he was such a good player for us last year.
Yeah, I mean, I like 𝙈𝙊𝙍. I think he could do something for us here. I think he was having a decent game up until that point.
Yeah.
An okay game up until that point, but you can't get sent off in a match like this. It just couldn't happen. No, thank God it ended up going in our favor. But I think he was the worst player out of everybody today. But everybody else was great. Everybody else they did a job. 𝗦𝗶𝗴 came on, locked off Sterling, locked him off. Said, no more of the ball, fam. That's done. You think you have wheels? I can run too. Let's go, and I will marshal you to this corner flag every time. Every time I'll marshal you up to this touchline. Loved it. That's a perfect time to put him in when you have no legs and you just need defense. Perfect.
That's kind of was going to move me in on to Thursday. We play Southampton Thursday.
Oh no!
So this is a big test. We've done it against two big teams. Can we do it against the bottom team? This I think for me, this is kind of the biggest test since we started to play good. You know what I mean? It's we come out and we fight at Liverpool. We come out and fight at Arsenal. 2 away games. Now we go and do it at Southampton.
We're at home.
Well, you know what I mean. Can we do it against Southampton? Yeah.
Then that's the bottom line is the consistency we need, right? And the ability to be not be the underdog and play good football and control the game. And I want to allude to the Everton game. We beat Everton 4-0 at home. So that happens dead last. I'm expecting the same score.
Yeah.
Playing as. Because I mean, that's our whole problem with this team, We know they have quality. And the problem is the mentality and the consistency. I mean, Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, that's the time to lay the marker down. Let's try to get a consistent run of games going. Beat this side, they're 20th.
One of the good things about having a consistent run of form, though, is we've played pretty much the same, bar 1 or 2 players, played the same team for the last 2 games.
Yep.
Problem is, something I hate about having an FA Cup or Carabao Cup weekend, that ability to go into the extra time and then penalties, and then play again. Because let's not forget, it's harder for Arsenal because Arsenal got Tottenham on Wednesday. We got to play Thursday, Southampton. He's going to make changes. We play again Sunday. He's got to make some changes. Who do you guys see starting? Who do you not see starting this on Thursday? Is he? I don't see. I think 𝗦𝗶𝗴𝙍 comes in. I think he gives maybe 𝗈𝗏 a break. Dalot's out, so what?
I think Collier has to start.
I think he does.
Ooh.
Over you.
We're playing 20th place Southampton. You give 𝗈𝗏 a game, a breather. Let Collier run. If it's not working out, you can sub it. You could bring in 𝗈𝗏. But yeah, I'd start Collier and Mainoo. I don't know who else could play the center mid unless Bruno plays and somebody else plays out top on the 10 because Mason Mount's not here again.
Who's that? Sorry? You say Mason Mount?
Mason Mount's not playing, So.
Mason Mount's going to play the 10 anyway. That's when Mason Mount comes back. I wouldn't be opposed to that, Cheese.
Is it a Casemiro game?
I think I'd be shocked if Casemiro doesn't leave in the next 2 weeks. I'd be shocked.
Yeah.
Cheese, I'm going to agree with Cheese. I think we start Anthony at right wing back.
Yeah, I'm cool with that for this game.
Southampton.
Sure.
We need to start Casey at the house.
Because
we've been winning every game since he's been at home. So you stay home, big man, and don't worry about coming out to the rest of the season. That's the main start right there. Start your day in the house.
Well, what we'll do is we'll go tie Casey up at the house and we'll send Cheese over and just to go feed him every now and again.
Yeah, give him a little bit of water. Give him a little bit of beer. Here's some beer. Here's some food, and then leave. But yeah, I'm seeing. So Cheese says start Højlund and 𝗍𝙬 for striker practice. Okay, stop being wild. I think the same team, but get Collier in for 𝗈𝗏. Maybe the right wing back you let Anthony do, like you said, and I don't know. I want to see 𝗔to Obi Martin, man. I'm ready to see him. We got him.
Yeah.
We got him. Can he play in this next game? At least put him on the bench.
I would probably do that more with the Leicester game, to be honest with you. at the FA Cup, I would probably bring him in for the FA Cup games more than the Premier League. Because the last thing we want to do is bring him in too soon. You know what I mean? And if he doesn't do too well, then he's a bum. You know, look at what we did with 𝙈𝙍𝙀 already. So, player of the month, Casey's couch. Player of the month, Casey's couch.
The difference is between him and 𝙈𝙍𝙀 though is that we bought him to do it. We won't be as up as on him because he's literally an academy kid, like, right? We brought him into the academy, not the first team. So I feel Wheatley's ahead of him. I'd like to see more kids in this next game, at least in the second half. Give them at least 10, 15 minutes of run out.
Yeah,
I would like to see, but I want to see what we got in this Obi Martin kid. I want to see it because I'm hearing all this great stuff from the academy. Shouts to Bandito Mike. Haven't heard from you in a while. You know what I'm saying? Let me know about the academy. You know, I would love to see what he can do against the bottom team in the league. Yeah. This is where you do it.
Yeah. No, I agree. Because we look back, Rooney played when he was.
Yeah. Hey, I just feel like maybe I'm old school. I don't know, but like show me what you got. If you're good enough, if you're old enough, you're good enough. Whatever they say. I need to see it. Maybe you are that good. And maybe you can score 7 goals in a game. You know,
9 against Liverpool.
You know, in the youth team. Let me see what you could do against. You don't even have to score in this game. I just want to see how you take on the kind of pressure you're going to get from the grown men in a fast-paced game that is the Premier League, even though it's the 20th.
I agree with you because it's a great test for him. You know, the bottom of the league, that they're not scoring. It's a great test, like, for Amorim to see where he is in his terms of quality. You know what I mean? Comes in, if he doesn't score, doesn't do well, okay, go back to the under 18s. We need a little bit more training. We'll work on a few more things. But if he scores, okay, maybe still send him back down. But it gives him time with the first team, but it also gives him a test to see how good he is and how close he is to being in the first team. I agree with it.
Yeah, this is a chance to really to tool around with the rotation, you know. And these guys just played yesterday. I know they're dog tired. I know it. They're tired today. Today, I know their legs are burning. Anybody that's over anybody over the age of 26, knees are on fire. I'm telling you that.
Listen, they're still in the ice bath.
Yeah, I know De Ligt knees is on fire. Okay, I already know it.
De Ligt can't play tomorrow, Thursday. He can't play with Thursday.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him out there, but I would like to see our new. You know, we got some kids down there that's supposed to be good. So, you know, I think this would be a good run out. All due respect to Southampton. All due respect to Southampton, but I do want to. They know where they are. They know where they are. They know we got to be smelling blood. I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's blood in the water. We got it, but we have to get up for that game, guys. We can't live off. This is Man United, dude. It's the Man United of the last 10 years. We'll rest on our laurels. Very easy.
This is a game for me, though, that even though in the last 2 games, I just wanted to see some fight and passion. It wasn't necessarily win because they're Arsenal and Liverpool, the top 2 teams. This is a game where they have to have that fight and passion and win. They have to do both in this game. For me, they have to do both. They have to have that fight and passion and win the game. And I'm not saying a 9-0, 7-0, whatever. Even if it's 2-0, they have to win this game. And they have to show that passion. You both agree?
Will do it. Yeah, huh? 2 or 3. 2 or 3 will do it for me.
2-0 will do it for me. 2-0. Yeah. You know, because we don't
won and we're defending for our lives. Like,
that's not going to be good. Yeah,
I'm not accepting that.
Rashford plays on Thursday. Rashford ain't playing for Thursday. You think they're going to put him on a chance of getting injured and not going out alone? Ooh, that boy's still sick. What are you talking about? He's still in bed with his blanket.
If he ended up playing some wild way and scored 3 goals,
Rashford, oh my god.
Then what?
Still goes out alone.
Then yesterday's price is not today's price.
Uh-huh. Yep.
That's a fact. Rashford doesn't even train with the team anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm ready for him to leave. You know I'm ready because I'm tired of hearing this. I want to talk about
there's the resolution in this.
I want to talk about we've spent 50 minutes talking about how good this team is, who we want to see, bigging up man like this guy, man like this. And now we ending the show talking about Ross Claude Rashford. I don't want to hear that.
No.
Ready for him to go now. It'll be good for him.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Anything that you guys wanna add to the show?
Yeah, I just want to say I'm gonna be putting out a couple links for some charities that people can support for the LA wildfires. Everything that's going on there. So I'm gonna be putting out some. I do my research with these things. I have kind of a background in nonprofit organization, and I've done it before. So whatever money that people could just muster up, it will go directly to the source. It won't be in anyone's pockets or going into any administration budget. It will be going to actual families to help people. So we know State Farm where it ain't gonna help nobody. Ooh. So we'll be the neighbor, like a good neighbor. I'm here, and I'll be here to do that. So just be on the lookout for that. Big shout out to my boy Blake. Happy birthday, brother. The best footballer and photographer I know. The guy's a beast, and I love you, bro. I hope you somewhere in Alabama or wherever the hell your family's from. That's not Athens anymore. I'm having a good time. Yep.
Ronaldo, anything to add?
Be positive, guys. Yeah, I want to call it a passing game Thursday, but I don't know if we're in that place. But Southampton, they're terrible. I have eyes on Sunday. That's gonna be the really tough.
Who are we playing
one.
Sunday?
We're hosting Brighton on Sunday.
It's a tough game. It's a tough game.
That's a tough game.
It is a tough game.
Hopefully, we come back Thursday night on this channel, and we have good things to talk about Southampton. We put them away nice, and hopefully, rest up and get ready for Brighton. That's gonna be a tough one.
We haven't beat Brighton in a while.
Nope. And I'm really mad how we lost to them early in the season too.
Yeah, me too. But to be fair, we haven't beat Arsenal in a while. We just beat Arsenal. So. Are we doing the show tomorrow?
I don't know. You gotta ask Casey.
Hey,
West Coast brothers.
Big man, are we doing the show tomorrow? I want to do a shout out if we're doing it. I could, if you can't host it down there, I can host it.
Yeah, I know it's probably a little tough getting around down there.
Well, that's what I mean. If you can't do it, let me know. I can host it on here, and we can just do it from the phones. Let me know.
And everybody get the likes up, man. We had a good amount of people.
Yeah, we've only got one like in here. What's going on?
Get the shares up. I'm gonna be doing like a little 10 minutes. Okay, Casey says we are doing the show. Perfect. I'm gonna be doing a little 10 minutes on after the game or like a couple hours after the game, just to actual videos to put out or whatever. So if you want to be a part of that, please let me know. We'd love to have you. And like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Shouts to 𝗦𝗶𝗴𝙍 and 𝗫𝗏 LLP.
Hey, we ain't getting no money for that. Quit that.
I got to check with the studio because there was a fire behind them. I hope they're okay.
Hopefully they're helping people dodge State Farm.
Yeah. But all right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow on Those Casual Reds, and you'll see me and Mikey on Thursday. Everyone else, Ronaldo, thanks for coming in. And yes, Arsenal are shit. Peace out, everyone.
All that.